cult members, and welcome to Pop Culture Cult. I'm Sean.
I'm Janice.
And welcome to our trailer reaction for Marvel Studios' Loki. We just gotten all the trailers lately. It feels like maybe the world's kind of going back to a little bit more of a regularness of it. But we are in the middle of Falcon and Winter Soldier, and they dropped this on us, telling us, hey, remember, this is coming still, too.
Yep. Very excited.
I'm excited, too. So here we go. Here's our trailer reaction to Loki. And go.
Very colorful. Oh, nice.
Nice.
I know what this place is.
It's the Marriott in Atlanta.
It is.
The timekeepers have built quite the circus. And I see the clowns are playing their parts to perfection.
Big metaphor guy. I love it. Makes you sound super smart.
I am smart.
I know.
Okay.
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 Please sign to verify this is everything you've ever said.
This is absurd.
Am I in hell?
Sign this too.
Protect the proper
The logo
flow of
changed to
time.
green and yellow.
Oh, okay.
You picked up the Tesseract, breaking reality. I want you to help us fix it.
Look what you did.
Why me?
I need your unique Loki perspective.
Do I get a weapon?
Nah.
No. Variant.
Well, he's a time variant, right?
Yeah.
You really believe in this Loki variant?
Luckily, he believes in himself enough for the both of us.
It is adorable that you think you could possibly manipulate me.
Don't you know who I am?
10 steps ahead of you.
You're not big on trust, are you?
You can trust me.
Cooper.
Loki, I've studied almost every moment of your entire life. You've literally stabbed people in the back like 50 times.
Why never do it again?
Doubt it.
June 11th.
Yeah. So, we'll get month and a half in between.
Yes,
Falcon and
we got
Winter
Bad
Soldier?
Batch coming May 4th. So Bad Batch will run in that gap.
Oh, okay.
So I'm thinking that's kind of maybe the thought process there. They didn't want to step on each other too much.
Right.
And we still have What If coming in July?
Yeah. So that'll be maybe after this.
Yeah, there might be a little bit of overlap between the two of those, but those are, although both Marvel, very different from each other.
Yeah, but Disney wants to keep people, especially since nothing is, my mic is in my mouth, especially since nothing is really coming out in the movie theaters. They want to keep people coming back to.
Yeah, although
station.
with Black Widow moving and doing on Disney Plus and in the theaters, you've got that kind of fill that gap in there too. So, the previous trailer was much more about Loki and what the circumstances were around Loki. This was very much about the time agency, and why they're there and what they're trying to do and stuff.
He is obviously in hell. He's trapped.
His version of hell, yes.
First, he's in a queue, right? And then he's in an office the size of an elevator with all the paperwork that he now has to sign. And I mean, I think that's really anybody's version of hell.
Yes, really. That's totally what mine is. I don't mind queuing, but the being in a cube office and just filing paperwork all
Signing
day, it's just
stacks of
not my
paperwork.
thing. If it is your thing, I'm good on you. Not my thing. But the time agency explaining, because this is 2014 Loki, right after Avengers,
Right.
so he's still full Loki evilness.
Right.
He hasn't had his redemption story of losing his mother and coming back and saving Asgardians and all that stuff.
Right,
So we don't
right.
have that Loki yet. So this Loki is the devious one.
Yes.
And so I'm finding that I find it interesting they're asking that Loki as the time agency to help fix time because he took the Tesseract.
Right.
So it's.
But I'm thinking he really doesn't have a choice.
I don't think he really has a choice. No.
Although, it's Loki, so every time they send him out on one of these missions, he's going to, like he said, he's, 10 steps ahead. I don't know if that's true or not, but he's going to look for every opportunity possible to either mess it up more or escape.
Right. I think the scene that they have when they're in the cafeteria and he's like, I'm not going to, maybe this time I'll do something different, that kind of thing. I think that is them coming to him after a couple of different events and having them come to him and saying, we need your help. Or him coming to them and saying, hey, I can help you with this because I know who the big bad is.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to be girl Loki, but female Loki, whatever, which is the one that was kicking all the ass, had the body at the that's it's supposedly female Loki. And she's even more devious than he is. And at least that's the rumors as I have understood them. But if they come to him or he comes to them with the idea of I can help, this may lead to his redemption in a different way.
Right? Yeah.
Or it could be they drop him back in after or before Dark World.
Right. Right. So now that would explain his change.
Yeah.
Change of heart going from this Loki to the
yeah. I find that it could be very interesting because now you're full on playing with time in this one, and so you could
and they knew at the time.
I think
worked it in.
I think when they wrote Infinity War and Endgame, because they wrote those two together, they were supposed to be, it was supposed to be a part 1, part 2, but it ended up being two different movies with the same story arc, whatever. Timey-wimey. But when they wrote that, I think they maybe stumbled upon what's going on in Falcon and Winter Soldier, what's going on in WandaVision, what's going to happen here. Like, I think as they were writing the story, they realized, hey, there's a story to tell here. And so I don't think they necessarily knew that this is where they were going to go, but as they were letting the story evolve on its own, they kind of got to this, like, hey, now we've played with time. What if we take Loki out of time?
Yeah,
be able to bring...
obviously they did when he takes the Tesseract and disappears. They knew what they were doing, and I mean Disney had to have known that they were going to do this channel, this station channel,
streaming
service, whatever. By then, so just it's interesting to kind of go back and think about what did they have to engineer on the fly as they're creating these shows versus what did they know at that point in time when they were actually filming that movie. What they were gonna do.
It's fun. Like this part of the fun for us with the MCU is all of this background stuff. Like how they get from the 6 of them in New York fighting whatever, and Loki and Jatari. I got it. I'm ready for the Marvel Schmodown. I'm just saying. But how they got from there to all the stuff that they actually explained in Endgame at the same time, dropping this and dropping that and dropping this and dropping that and that kind of stuff. So I find that really interesting that that's all there. Like the Wanda going in and tearing up Sword, that was supposed to be the post-credit scene in Endgame.
Right.
So they knew then that they were going to do WandaVision going forward.
Yeah.
So So I find that and the scene at the end of Endgame where Cap gives the shield, old Cap gives the shield to Sam. That whole scene was completely different, and Sebastian Stan and Anthony Mackie kind of wrote that scene as they went along.
They said, "Wait, let's do it this way."
Yeah, and because of that, they were able to do Falcon and Winter Soldier and stuff like that. So I find that all interesting. With this though, you're going to get timey-wimey. You're going to get him doing bad things. I wonder if this is his redemption story. Also with the idea of bringing Tom Hiddleston and Loki back into the MCU. Because he loves the role. Yeah. Everybody loves him in the role.
Yeah.
And
it looks like it's going to be fun with, obviously, the different nods to other genres, universes, whatever you want to call them. I mean, he shows up looking like the Joker. There's the DB Cooper. There's what looks kind of like the Matrix. Like they're outside of a demolished, or maybe it's just that New York, New York didn't get saved, and that's what New York looks like now. But it's kind of these little homages to, that'll be fun Easter eggs to kind of like WandaVision was with trying to figure out what show they're kind of, basing on. It'll kind of be the same thing.
There's an arc in the Loki comic where he actually ends up being president, and that's that scene where everybody's got the knives out on him.
Right.
That's when he's president.
Right.
In the one. So
Yeah.
there's going to be some deviousness in there, which is what you want, but you're still also going to get, I feel like you're going to get a redemption story for Loki here.
Yeah, maybe.
And so that is our thoughts overall on this, the newest Loki trailer from Marvel Studios, coming out June 11th. All the things. Let us know what you thought of our reaction and this trailer in the comments down below. Please be nice. There's a requirement around here. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for notifications, and follow us on all the social media stuff, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Links are in the description down below. And until next time, cult members, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.